Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to United View. Welcome back to Flex's View, man. Listen, I'm doing this off the phone. I just finished my show on TalkSport 2. And I'm going to be doing some other stuff later on for the Spain versus France game, semi-final. But Eric Ten Hag has been speaking, man. I had to catch up with you guys, give you guys a quick Flex's View, because at the end of the day, it's all positive. The stability is there. He's been speaking. I've just gone through some of the quotes. And also this Yoro bid, man. Wow. 50 million euros, I think it is. That's been accepted. So I wanted to have a say on that as well, because basically that shows serious intent. And we're going up against Real Madrid, man. Like, that's... We ain't getting him. We ain't getting him. But I'll talk about that in a minute. Look, Eric Ten Hag's interview, it shows positive signs. I think the biggest thing that I took from it was the fact that he's bigging up the new structure. He's excited to be here working. He's excited to be looking to the future. And the bit where he said about, every season gives you surprises. We've had it with Garnacho. We've had it with Kobbie Mainoo. We've started now saying, this pre-season saying, who's the next one? Who's the next one? Who's the next kid? Who's the next star? Who's the next player that we can develop and turn them into a world-class talent, should I say? That is what we want to hear. He said, we've won 2 trophies already. Before that, we hadn't won one in 6 years. We want more titles. We want more trophies. We want the bigger prizes. He's not afraid to say that we need more. We absolutely need more, and that's what we're striving for. He had a lot of praise for Dan Ashworth and Jason Wilcox, etc., saying, from the medical department to the scouting to the recruitment, all of these things, they help. And he's saying how sort of the excitement around the place, he can feel it already, that it's created a buzz and an era of positivity already within the place. So look, these are all things that obviously Eric Ten Hag is going to say, and rightly so. But we obviously want to see the action. But I just think it's positive. It's positive that Eric Ten Hag's already saying that, listen, I know that I'm in the right space now. We're ready to move forward. We're ready looking for the next crop of players, or the next one to come into the first team and be that guy, be that player who gets developed and gets that patience, and we can turn him into a star as well. We're already looking for the next one. That's refreshing to hear. And it's what we needed to see. I don't think there was anything in the interview that was, wow, oh my God, I can't believe Ten Hag said this, or wow, I can't believe that he said, he made a specific comment. It wasn't that type of interview, and I suppose it was never going to. It was always going to be upbeat. It was always going to be positive, and I feel like that's what needed to happen. And it's just pleasing. Look, I know there's some people that still don't want Ten Hag to be here, etc., etc. But for me, I think it's pleasing to see that level of stability now. It's just about moving forward. Like, there's an era of optimism. I feel quite excited. I do. And look, I know I don't want to go too early on this because we haven't got any players over the door, but just the intent and the feeling of that positivity seems to be there. And I don't know if it's on a personal, because I know I'm flying out to pre-season tour in a couple of weeks when me, KJ and Josh go to LA, then go to San Diego and South Carolina, etc. And Scotland just before that. But knowing that we're going to be around the players in this new kind of buzz where, I'm not going to lie, to back end of last season, I was saying, well, not even the back end of last season, after the season was, well, yeah, because before we won the World Cup, before we won the FA Cup, I was like, pre-season, I'm not even looking forward to it. It's going to be doom and gloom. What's it going to be like? And this, that, and the other. And now it already feels different. I can't wait to get to pre-season. I can't wait to see the boys. I can't wait to see how they are in training. I can't wait to see what the feeling is around the camp. And you just want to be around them because the feelings change. Now, what really counts is not even the 10th of August when we play the Charity Shield. It's all about the week after and the season opener against Fulham at home on Friday night. That's the true mark of what's going on here. We can say all this, and again, people can say you're getting excited. We ain't even bought a player. I'm just saying on a personal, that's just how I feel. But I'm acutely aware that it's all about how you start the season. It's all about the work that gets done, and before that, it's all about the players we actually buy. Like, we haven't got anyone yet, so I get that. But I still think after it being so bad for so long, and with the turmoil that it looked like was going into, and where we've managed to find ourselves at this stage, I'm excited for the future. I really am. That doesn't mean I know it's going to be a success, but I'm excited to see how it pans out at least. And it's given us, with the bids that are flying in for De Ligt and Zirkzee and Yoro that I'll talk about in a minute, Braithwaite as well. it shows the intent of who we're trying to get. So yeah, I'm pleased that Ten Hag's spoken. He looks in good spirits, which is exactly what we thought he would be. Of course, he signed a contract extension, so you don't expect any less. And on top of that, just hearing him talk about the future, hearing him talking about the next one up and the structure, it's music to my ears anyway. So I'm really happy about that. This Lenny Yoro situation is really interesting that Lille have accepted the bid from us for about, I think 50 million euros, I think, with including add-ons, or it's 40 million euros including add-ons. I can't remember which one it was, forgive me. I don't think we'll get him. Listen, when a player's got his heart set on Real Madrid and Real Madrid are negotiating with the player, we ain't getting him. We ain't getting him. But you have to be in it to win it. You got to show intent. If, you know, what if there's a breakdown in negotiations, or they can't agree a contract? I'm not saying it's going to happen. It's very unlikely that a player's going to not end up signing for Real Madrid, but in football, funny things happen, and the player's clearly for sale, so it's an easy thing to get done with Lille in terms of them accepting the bid, and we're there. And it also shows Yoro that, listen, okay, we want you too. There's still a decision to be made. I know we can laugh and say we ain't getting them, like that's basically what I'm saying, but at the end of the day, it shows a level of intention. Obviously, we're trying to get Jarrod Branthwaite as well. Also, you can't deny that it shows Everton that, you know, we're not just hanging in on Branthwaite and we ain't got no options and we ain't got no other people that we're trying to go after. But the fact that there's a bid on the table that's been accepted for Lille for Yoro, and there's a bid that's been, you know, declined or rejected for Branthwaite, they want one of the two. Surely we ain't going to get all three. Bloody hell, imagine we get Branthwaite, Yoro and De Ligt. Oh my God. Ineos would be absolute madness they'll be doing. I can't see that happening. But it shows intent, and I don't believe we'll get Yoro. I think when a player wants to go to Real Madrid, it's incredibly difficult to lure them away from that. Especially with the reports from Romano saying that, you know, they've only bid 17 million. So of course Lille have said yes to us. That was always going to happen. But if they're talking to Yoro and he's, you know, he said he's given priority to them, kind of how De Ligt's given priority to us, he ain't going to want to come to Man United. The only way that happens is if he really loves Man United, which that isn't the case. There's no indication that is the case. And if Real Madrid just change their mind and his dream isn't that. And people could say, oh, yeah, but then he's just coming to you because he didn't go to Real Madrid. Well, there's no embarrassment in that. Who turns down Real Madrid? Nobody. It's just as simple as that. Nobody turns down Real Madrid. You don't turn down Real Madrid when they come, especially when they come so early in your career like they have for Yoro. So that's very interesting. The Jadon Sancho situation is very interesting as well, with him looking like he's going to go to Juve. But again, Juve have to sell before they can raise that 40 million asking price that we want, but that's looking like it's ticking along nicely. So an interesting day, a big day at Man United, as it always is. I saw a video of Ruud van Nistelrooy walking around Manchester with some wired headphones. I told Owen, I said, wired is the way. Any man who's got wired headphones, you know what they're on. They're on some serious stuff. So shout out Ruud van Nistelrooy. Still no official announcement today, actually, which I thought would come. Maybe it might come later on, who knows. But yes, that's my Flex's view. Pleased for Ten Hag. I'm excited for the future. I can't wait to get to tour. Yoro, we ain't getting him. He ain't going to say yes. Although the bid's been accepted, it's great. But we ain't getting him. I can't see that happening. I'll be stunned if we did. And yeah, keep it locked to United View. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And we'll be back with another video very, very soon. Take care. Peace.